podcast, you understand? You know me, big temper, 6'2", dark chocolate delight, you don't know the thing. So we've got a special guest today.
Yes.
Glam Nads.
Yes.
Everyone big her up, you understand?
What's up?
Get me?
Blessings. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. So the cast, let's introduce ourselves from right to left.
Yeah, you know who it is. It's your boy Drew.
It's Juicy Berry.
And your girl Shalice.
Yeah, so we're all there, you understand? I hope you don't mind Glam Nads. Nads, we're just gonna ask
man.
you.
Yeah, go for
We're
it.
gonna ask you a couple questions, you understand?
All right, babes.
My first question to you.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Go for it.
Well, first and foremost,
Yes.
I'm hearing a little twang in the accent
Right.
and renty rare.
Yes.
Is there a bit of East London in there?
There is my Stefo.
Come on, East London,
Just a little bit.
Come
just
on,
a little
come on,
something,
come on.
you know what I mean?
Okay.
A bit of Essex.
Okay.
Okay.
My-
Just a little bit.
My question was, so I've seen your author.
I am.
You're on 3 podcasts.
Yeah.
3 of them, you know. You understand?
Killing it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Where did you find the time to do all of this stuff?
Yes.
And you're a radio host as well.
Yes, I'm a presenter.
So, yeah.
You find time for what you want to make time for.
100%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I truly believe that there's more than a couple avenues and ways to get to a mill. I'm trying to get to that mill.
Yeah.
What, million views, £1 million? What are you saying?
However that comes and whatever it equates to. But yeah, the money needs to be definitely tangible.
I hear you. And
get
what
that.
I'll say, like,
I'm not a views type of person, though, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not one of them people I'm not a content creator that fixates on the amount of views. I get it for the whole monetary thing and the purpose of it. The main
just
aim
put yourself
is
out
to be monetized at the end of the day. I get it, innit? That's the business side of it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I'm the type of person, I'm really just about the content in it. About enjoying it and not taking the fun completely out of it, because I think sometimes when you become so fixated on the numbers game, you lose sight of why you're really doing it.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
And
true.
more time than not, it
100%.
takes a while before you're actually making money off your content. So
Yes.
if you're doing it just for that sole purpose, then bruh, you could sometimes just wake up and you don't even want to know, you don't know why you're here.
Yeah, 100%.
I fully agree.
I hear you. And what I will say, like, the fact that you're doing all these things, I would say you enjoy it.
Yes.
So when you enjoy something, you take pride in it.
Yeah.
And you can do things to the best of your ability.
100%.
If you don't want to do what you're doing, it's going to be slapdash.
Yeah,
You're
and it
gonna
will
dash
show.
it out
It will
there.
show.
So,
Exactly.
Like what you're doing, big up your thing. You
Thank
understand?
you. No,
Exactly.
blessings. Thank you.
Who's got the other questions then?
No, I was just gonna
Okay,
say
go
on the thing of like doing multiple things. I think it's more so just because I'm a creative. I just think like honestly, in entertainment world, they love to box us in too much. Like if you go into it and you're an actor and you do a role where it's you know you kind of get stereotypes. You're the single mother, or you're or you're the crackhead dad, or something like that, and then you always get boxed into that category. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, I'm like, you can't box in creativity. Like,
100%.
you know what I mean? I might wake up one day and I want to learn how to, I don't know, fly a plane. Let me go and learn that, and then I'm gonna vlog it too. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna. So there's always ways to be creative. So I just want to keep those lanes open in case one day I'm like, I want to tap into that part of what I can do. And you never know your abilities until you actually try something. Like I truly believe. Sorry, Bobby. I truly believe like. The worst thing in life you can do is never try.
Yeah,
I hate someone that don't try. Even if you fail, because that's the failure, is not trying.
There's a motto I always live by. It's better to try and fail than fail to try.
That part, 100%.
Yeah,
So,
Definitely.
100%.
and another thing I will say is that the fact that you're doing multiple things, you won't be shoehorned into one specific thing. I've seen people in different avenues, whether it's acting or podcasting or whatever, but they do the role so good and they're so comfortable, they don't really want to try to do something else.
Yeah.
So when opportunities come up,
Right.
they're like, boy, he's just a podcaster. Or he's just an actor.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're doing
see
different
it?
things, no one can look at you and think, "Well, she's only doing one thing." Still.
Yeah, 100%.
She's got the ambition and the drive
Yes.
to do many things. So that's very,
That's where
very
it
good
starts.
still. You
No, I
understand?
appreciate
And
you
that's a
guys.
message to everyone still.
we go.
Don't
Don't give
try
up.
and just do one thing.
Don't
If
give
you've got
up.
a mind to do something else, compared to what you're not doing right now, go for it. You understand?
Don't be afraid of
1,000%.
it. Don't be afraid of it, because
Also.
fear is the number one, joy killer and success killer. Like, don't be afraid. Like, whatever you're scared of, I always say, just go for it. Go walk through the fear, innit? Not around it. Don't try and jump over it. Walk through it, and you never know, like, where you can end up.
Yeah, 100%.
So true.
So what made you want to write a children's book?
Right, so my children's book, my author name, for those who are watching, is Nadia Jocelyn. Okay, giving you some
Okay.
government there. Okay. And I wrote my children's book. It was actually inspired from my journey of being in foster care and being a care leaver. And my children actually were always kind of asking me questions like, "Oh, Mum, what was it like being in care?" and stuff like that. And so one of the days, I just was like making up a story just off the top of my head. And I kind of was telling them the story of being in care without telling them. Like, there was, I didn't want to put the nitty and gritty in there because they were too young and it's just not their place.
Yeah.
You'll find out that stuff in as life goes on,
Definitely.
So I ended up putting animal characters instead of human beings, And then my daughter was like, "Mum, this is a really good story." So I went to bed that night and I thought to myself, you know what, I could make it into a book. And so the next day, me and her sat down, we thought of the characters, the names, and then my elder daughter, who at the time was really like into drawing, I got her to sketch the each character, and then I literally just I think I'm the type of person that once I have a goal in mind,
Just go for it.
yeah, man. I'm like, I have to see it from the start to the end. Like, I have to get executed. You know what I'm saying? So I was just
that's
I was just
me.
on the roll from there. Found the illustrator, the editors. I just found everything, and then from there it just kind of happened. But the main aim and the goal of my book is to really introduce the idea of foster children and the dynamics of being in a children's home or a foster home to families that don't know about it.
Yes.
I did, say at the beginning, I grew up in Essex for a short period of time because I was in a children's home there. And I was fortunate enough that the children's home I was in was actually predominantly black ethnic home, so it would only have children of African or Caribbean descent. And so we could always, like, when we'd be in school, a few of us might be in the same school together, we'll just be like, "Oh, that's my cousin," or "That's my sister," or "That's my whatever." We could get
You
away
just
with
built a
it.
relationship.
Yeah, we just got away with it, so we didn't have people ask us too much question, which in a way kind of worked for us and not at the same time, because then people didn't know what is a foster child. So when I'd be like, "No, I'm in foster care, actually, that's not really my sister," they're like, "Oh, what is that?" Like, it's alien to them. So it's really just about introducing, Martha Panther. Sorry, the book is called Martha Panther and Carlos Chameleon, The Hamster Overload, which is the first part of a 5-part series. And so it's really just Martha Panther's world, right? And so it just kind of allows a parent or child to have that open conversation in just a playful way.
Yes.
That's
So
really good. It's good that you're putting that out there, because a lot of people don't really know about foster care, and I think if people do know about it, it's kind of set in a negative light. I've had quite a few of my friends that's been foster cared, and they haven't had the greatest of experience. One of my friends that's she's not here anymore. She was foster cared quite a lot, and she wasn't put in the nicest homes. I mean, just 1 or 2 people that she will remember, and they, that she, state that they are great, but it's not a couple ones that weren't great. So it's kind of nice to kind of, illustrate that in a children's way, for children to kind of see that in a negative light and not realize that, oh my gosh, there's nitty gritties in there. That can also, set you up in certain ways that you don't want to be in, but what can you do when you're in
that's the reality of it. It's like there's no one's story is clean, innit?
100%.
Whether you're in care or not. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like you're more exposed and you're more vulnerable when you're in a situation where the state is your parent. So that it leaves you very vulnerable. And so there's stories I could say and I could not say, but at the end of the day, I feel like you should never really walk in life, no matter what your trauma is and whatever you've experienced. You don't allow that to define you. You create your own story. And that's really, I think, what Martha Panther's story represents for me on a personal level. Is that for all the odds and things that were against me and the stereotypes that were put on me for being a care leaver and being a young parent as well, I was like, nah, forget you guys. Like, I'm going to write my story and I'm going to be the person I'm going to be. You're not going to tell me who I'm going to become.
It's your truth.
Exactly.
It's your truth.
Yeah, so that was me taking my power back because,
well done to you.
because I think children in foster care, you don't have control over your
Yes.
life.
No, you don't.
You really don't. You wake up one day, if the foster carer says, you know what, no, I'm not feeling this, you're out.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If the school don't want you and there's all this and that's going on, then you've got to go secure unit, you've got to go. I mean, like, there's just so many levels of it where you're not a human being. You're a number, you're a statistic.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
I've always tried to shake that label. Like, no, you're not gonna put me as a young parent because I got pregnant at 15 and had my child at 16. You know, at the end of the day, that doesn't define who I am.
No, it's
if
not.
anything, that motivated me to become a better person for myself and for my children, for my legacy.
And look at what you've accomplished.
Yeah.
Like you're here telling your story about, you know, your childhood, and you talk about your kids and everything like that. But you know what? We got to start congratulating people when it's due. At the end of the day, look at what you've accomplished. At the end of the day, you've achieved so much. Do you understand what I'm saying? And this is why we like to have people like you on this platform, for us to actually celebrate and telling your truth. Exactly.
Because your realness is what will let people know that, you know what, she's her own individual. Not to say that you're not.
Yeah.
But to establish that, you know what, she's gone through hardship and she's come on it out, and
Yes.
give her flowers, saying, look, I'm in my toes and fingers in so many different pies.
Yeah.
Nobody told me nothing because I come from where I come from.
Yeah.
And yet, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I
Yeah.
feel
You know that.
that though, not only
So
that,
that's just
you're
that.
definitely motivating a lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that's gonna be coming from your background feeling like they can't do this,
That's-
they can't do
yes.
that, and to see you doing so many different things.
A lot of things, in fact.
That's gonna inspire so
A
many.
lot of things.
If I had a hat on, I'll
Still
take my
having
hat
time
off.
to be a mum as well. I think that's amazing.
But the thing is, that mum hat never comes off, does it?
Yeah,
You know
it never
what I mean?
does.
It doesn't. I mean,
It
it's that
never
hat,
does.
Mum hat. You know, it doesn't. It's
doesn't.
really just us, ain't it? So
Yeah.
it's like,
It
if we
does.
really want to do something outside of that, we really have to want to do it.
Yeah.
Like,
Real
No,
stuff.
that's
you
true.
know,
That is
we
true.
have to push ourselves that a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I think through it all, ultimately, I believe that but part of there were moments in my journey where there was some real moments where I had to look at myself and say, Nads,
Yes.
how do you actually heal yourself? Like, how do you get through it? And I've gone therapy. You know, I've done cognitive therapy, where you actually map out and say to them, these are the areas that I need to work on, and you give yourself tasks to go out there and
Okay.
actually do them.
Yeah.
And then you've got the sit down therapy. I've done them all, you know. And so I think those things aren't, like, you can't just, the healing journey isn't something that you can do on your own. Not all of the time. Sometimes it is, but you have to be willing to look for that help and accept the help.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
You know, so I'll never shy away from that, and I think it played a part in my life. And then also having amazing people that I met throughout my journey in foster care, like my auntie Phyllis, my auntie Torre, who was my key worker, auntie Akelia. Like, I could go on, innit? There was amazing people that I met, but on the flip side, you know, there was some questionable situations. Yeah, for sure, because sometimes it's a money grab. It's a business, baby. They get the extra yard, they get the holidays, they get the allowance.
it's not a
Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
And they have to tell you what money that you're getting at that point. It's not like they can say, oh, look, you get £300, you're going to get £300, and they'll distribute it to you in a week.
and there was a
daily.
foster carer that when I was pregnant with my daughter actually did teeth up all my money throughout my whole pregnancy.
That's crazy.
And I tried to get it back, but because at the time I'm already dealing with the emotions and the reality of being a young mum.
Yeah.
My head's not even focused on that. I'm just listening to her telling me, oh, but your belly's getting big, like you don't need that clothing allowance, like you're good, I'll give it to you at the end. Yeah, couple hundred, you know what I'm saying? Like, a month you're getting on allowance. So then when it came down to me giving birth now, and I'm like, oh, can I get my money? No, so what are you talking about?
Wow.
It's crazy.
So
And
really-
you know what?
So
My
really-
my dad has been fostering now for over 20 odd years.
Wow.
And
Big
he's
up.
had like
Big up.
numerous kids as well that he still keeps in contact with to this day. There's some of them that are like, oh, hello, big sister, and stuff like that.
I love
And do you
that.
know what? Like, I love to see the end goal. I love to see when they reach their age and they leave the homes and see, you know what, the thank yous, and you know, if it it wasn't for you to show me this and the learning, transitioning as a child to now becoming an adult and to be going out in the outside world and all of that stuff. It's a beautiful thing to watch, and I've seen it growing up for years. Every time when I used to go to my dad and just, you know, sit down with foster kids.
Sorry, can I just ask? Because obviously I'm coming from a perspective and experience of being a foster child, but being a child of a fostering parent, how was that for you in a sense of having to see these children come in and out and get your parents' attention and time and energy and resources?
For me, because due to my situation, my dad, like I stated in another podcast, my mum and dad has separated. So for me, it didn't affect me that much because I saw him occasionally, like every weekend. So when I did see the other kids, it wasn't like, it didn't bother me in a sense. And it's only until they got older they will ask the permission. Some of them didn't, but some of them did, like, you know, see him as dad. Do you know what I'm saying? But then they will also come to me and be like, you know what?
That's respectful.
My sister, like, you're like my sister. So I didn't feel no difference between that. I didn't feel no way about it because my dad kind of told me like their backgrounds and stuff like that, so I had an understanding.
You had empathy for them.
So I had empathy for them, so I didn't feel a way. I didn't feel a way of when they were coming in or they were taking my dad away. I didn't feel that at all. I just felt like my dad's doing something nice and his partner's doing something nice, and they're just giving someone a home. And they are, and they still are to this day.
Well done to them.
So they've been doing it. So I've seen the positives. I haven't seen the negatives. I've seen the positives out of fostering, you know, throughout me growing up. So it's very interesting to hear, you know, your side of things. And for me, it wasn't a problem for me at all. It wasn't a problem for me at all.
So my question to you is, when did you realise you wanted to be out there in the limelight, and what age was that? And then on top of that, when you did go into the limelight, how did you deal with the negative side of stuff?
That's a good question.
That's a very
why you that's a layered question. There's so many. Big up Drew.
Big up Drew.
I've been marinating them questions right now.
Sorry, I said that quiet.
All right, I got you, girl. For sure. Okay, so I would say my interest in even wanting to be a creative or being a creative personality always stemmed from when I was younger anyway. Like I always wanted to do drama. I was into drama, art, and like anything that was a creative skill, that's what I was into. So there was a certain period in time where I wanted to become a fashion designer, and then there was a period in time that I wanted to become an actor. So throughout my life there's always been moments, right? But it wasn't until the children's book when once I published it, which I self-published, once I'd done that, then I was like, well, my goodness, like, okay, it's a great product. Like, this book is amazing. It can touch a lot of people and it can go out there and I can create this amazing thing with it. But if people don't know me, why would they buy my book? Like, it would make my work way harder. If people don't, you know what I'm saying?
Especially when you've self-published as well.
Exactly. There's the added pressure of that. So that's really what kind of made me think like, okay. So basically one day I had a booking to do a book read for a YouTube channel, children's YouTube channel, excuse me. And so the studio I went to got on really, it was a great, we had a great time, chopped it up afterwards, and then he was like, have you got any ideas and concepts? You know what I said? I've been always wanted to do a podcast, and I'd kind of started like a really like low budget family one, like with my my cousin, and my sister. So we'll just be in the front room just talking shit. That's how it started. But unfortunately my cousin got unwell during the whole COVID situation, and he passed away. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's actually crazy because both the people that I started with, which was my sister and my cousin, they're both no longer here. Which has made, in a way, like, such a weird one, because like, sorry to take it off a little bit, but
no, it's fine.
I've kind of always suffered with like like survivor's guilt in a weird way, because even though it's like we weren't in no crash together or nothing like that, but because we'd started the journey together,
You wanted to
and it's
finish.
like
You
like
wanted to finish.
like even just going through like on a real level, like, you know, like going through depression, and then it's just like, and then also like getting writer's block. So they, you know, this is probably why I've had such a big gap in between me actually getting back into the author stuff, is because every time I look at this book, it reminds me of my sister. She was there with me throughout the whole process.
Yeah.
She was my number one supporter, my best friend, like my
Yeah.
everything. And so like there was just moments where I just like, why me? Like why? Like and then I felt guilty carrying on. But you know what? It's like, I know they'd want me to do it. Like, I know that they'd want that. I know that they'd still be here supporting me. They'd be on the ride with me along it. You know, so
They're
that's
gonna be a part of that legacy anyway. So.
well, this is it, because in me speaking, I'm still keeping their name and their
Yeah.
name alive,
Exactly.
right?
And that's what I'm saying, and that's the good thing about it. And I know they will be happy that you'll continue doing what you're
Come
doing.
on, definitely.
And you can
They down-
see, you
they up
can
there
see the
smiling.
love. You
They
can
be
see the
smiling.
love and the passion. Yeah, when you talk about it. So, and you know what? They be grateful and they be cheering you on. So,
Nah, honestly.
I agree.
This
Yeah.
is it.
I
And
definitely
you
agree
know,
with that.
in today, death is not. I mean, as I get older, I kind of understand that in a way. Like, I think Western culture has taught us to look at death in such a negative way,
Yes.
and to not celebrate it.
Yes.
When you go around the world and you see how other cultures
Yeah.
Celebrate
and you know
death, it's not
celebrate
joke.
it.
It's
They
Yeah.
won't wear black for what?
What?
No,
Yeah,
it's the next transition.
Listen,
it's the next
that's it,
level.
exactly,
The spirit is
exactly.
moving on, so
100%,
we should
100%.
celebrate them.
100%.
100%.
Yeah, so I think there's just layers to it, but yeah, so that's really just got me into. He was like, "Oh, you want to do the podcast?" I was like, "Yeah, come." He was like, "You need a." I was like, "What do you need?" I said, "I need a co-host." So this is when it gets a bit techie now, because I think I've gone through 2 co-hosts when it comes to noise and banter, and and it's a strange one, because I think what we fail to realise sometimes is that women within the industry, because they're in such a male-dominated space,
Yeah.
that they also have high attributes of ego, like having a high ego, or having either low self-esteem and mixed with high ego.
Ego.
Like it's sometimes become imbalanced, but nothing, you know, shout out to the 2 ladies that I obviously worked with. They helped me create something, and it was a beautiful thing in the moment for what it was. And I believe that everyone truly comes in your life for a reason,
100%.
a purpose, and sometimes for a season,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I appreciate everything and every journey, regardless of whether we've ended on good or bad terms. It is what it is. Life happens, right? And I wish them all the best. But I truly believe that whether, you know, sometimes we fail to realize that women, you know, in the industry, instead of us truly working together, we actually secretly compete with one another.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's not something that's spoken
100%.
openly enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree with
it's
that.
like I found sometimes that I couldn't do what I wanted to do and have my fingers in multiple pies, because it's like if you're doing too much over here, then you're not
Focus.
sorry guys. You're not fully focused with what's happening over here with us, and you need to be locked in over here, because you know what I'm saying. But like, no, I'm a butterfly, Bubs. Like I want to fly. Like what the fuck am I doing? Like, so you know, I'm gonna fly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And it's all about putting
if
you
you really
first.
rate me, then you're gonna
They're gonna be by your side. Yeah,
Like,
100%.
support you to
100%.
do your thing.
that part.
That's another thing.
And I'm truly one of them girls that I want to see my girls win.
Yeah.
Like I want to see women and men win. Like there's nothing. I don't care if you're my bro, you're my gal, whatever. But I want to see you win. Like,
Come on.
and I have no issue with sharing a spotlight. What are you talking about? 1 minute it's your turn, next minute it's my turn.
100%.
We're gonna shine
Yeah.
together.
It's
What
not
we
a joke.
doing?
It's not
You know
a
what I'm
joke.
saying? Like who's
Yes.
got time for that? So this crabs in the barrel situation with women in the industry, I'm over it, bro.
Yeah, tell
over
me
it.
about it.
Make sure you say it loud.
Baby,
No.
they finna know. They finna know.
It's true though. It's true what she's
It's,
saying.
it's true.
I hear
It's
it.
straight.
I hear
It's
it.
so
I hear
true.
it.
But I've got the last question.
Go for it.
I also noticed that you've got your passion for music as well.
Oh,
Hence you got your
talk
radio
about it.
station. So let's
Radio
talk
show,
about it.
yes. Your time
Talk
with Nads.
about your radio
Your
show.
time with Nads.
Yes.
Man, big up Anton, big up Just Cool Radio. You know Anton, DJ Too Bad DJ. So, yeah, big him up. Yeah. I always, you know what? He's gonna laugh. He's not gonna always get my tongue tied with that one. Boy. But yeah, check him out though, guys. Yeah, he's dope. Honestly, he gave me an opportunity. to express another side of my creativity.
Yeah.
And when the opportunities come, I'm not really one of them people to turn it down unless it don't make sense. And it just made sense to me because I was going through the transition where my other co-host from Noise and Banter decided that it no longer fitted her to be a part of the duo. And, you know, and so it came kind of like, they kind of simultaneously happened at the same time. And as that opportunity came, I said, well, why not?
Yeah.
And the passion for music is just simply just because I love, there's nothing that, it's going to sound mad, but there's nothing that turns me on the most, than seeing someone else turn up over their own shit.
Yes.
Like, when you're truly passionate and you're gassed off your thing, let's do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come, let's vibe it out, I'm saying? I want to find out about the person behind the art as well, because I know a person exists behind all that facade. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the persona. You know, we all have a certain level of persona, whether you're podding or you're whatever, whether it's a public eye, it's a certain level.
Yeah,
You've got
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
So my interest in just wanting to find out people and being interested in psychology and the way the mind works and personalities, and then just the art mixed in with it. Like, music just makes sense for me. Dealing with artists is an interesting game, but I love it. I fully love it. Yeah,
I can tell. I can tell you vibing, girl. I can see if you watch it, guys. If you guys watch it, on you see her vibing.
It's a
you see her doing little. She's in a trance, so she's in. That's why I was like, girl, where does passion come from?
I put it in there as well with, but you know, like how you present with your podcast as well. Like, I feel like she's got the same vibe, energy.
The same energy.
Yeah.
Chopped it up on.
Yes, I'm Hot Seat. Yes, big up Hot Seat.
When you were hosting, my girl was just like in her element with her little clueless outfit on, and she's there just presenting. I could just see the buzz of energy, like she was just ready to go.
Yeah. When it's showtime, it's showtime.
Girl.
But you know what the craziest thing is, guys? I've actually for the longest always suffered with social anxiety.
I get it. I understand.
For real. But I think like anyone that's kind of in the public eye or doing a creative thing, like whether you're a stage actor, theatre, whatever, like as soon as the cameras come on, it's time to go. You're in that zone and it takes you outside of yourself. You kind of normally are, right? So typically, although I'm a very chatty person, I can come on here and I can, you know, banter and all this and that. I mean, more time, I enjoy my own company.
I'm the same.
When I need to
same.
recharge,
I can't lie to you. I'm the same.
That's me.
For real, like recently, I just come off holiday.
Oh yeah, where was y'all?
I was in DR.
Oh, where's you now?
And
What's happening over there?
Right.
Business pleasure, do tell.
We want to know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
We want to know.
The point where I was
So we ain't gonna know, guys.
Shut down. Shut that down.
It was a good holiday still. I went DR in it, like in it. Gal them dead there, food dead there, alcohol dead there.
Everything there.
So
And what happened over there, stay over there. All right.
Yeah, I heard that in between the lines. This one's co-signing.
You know, I got you, cuz. I got you. You get me?
obviously, it's a thing where to say, boom, like, so obviously, I do security, innit?
Okay.
So I have to talk to customers, drunk, sober, whatever, mad, even mad, all the time, And
How do you deal with that, though?
I've been doing it 13 years, I'm used to it.
It's the drunkness I can't deal with. You see when people are drunk and you're sober?
You know where it is?
It's hard work. It's hard work. That is hard work.
When I was younger and I didn't have that much responsibility, I could get mad, cuss out a man, lose my job, go somewhere else. Now I can do it, but it don't really make sense.
No, I get it. 100%.
I've got things to pay for. So obviously, humble yourself.
Maturity,
like, I can't lie.
maturity.
Some man have triggered me, and I cuss out
I
your
can
ass.
imagine. I can
You
imagine.
deserve it. You understand? Even a couple of days ago, I had to tell some man rare to rare, but that's a different thing.
Yes.
And it's more the arrogance as well, and you don't want to listen still. Like, sorry to say, I have to say, it's the Africans, it's the Nigerians. I'm sorry.
Leave my Africans.
Should I tell you why?
Tell me.
I'll be like,
We love you
excuse me,
all."
sir. Excuse me, sir. Can you make your way inside. We need to keep this area
Clear.
Yeah.
Ignoring me.
Yeah.
Say it again, nice and calm. Ignoring me. I raise my voice. Why are you shouting at me?
Why are you getting like that? What was that?
Are you mad? Are you stupid? Why are you shouting at? Now, if you listened to me the first time,
They're ready to play victim.
Oh yeah.
there would be no chat. But you're not listening.
And they're ignoring
So
you.
you're ignoring me, so I have to raise
Yeah.
my voice.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
could be whichever bad man you want
Wanna
to
be,
be.
no
Oh,
matter.
carry on.
Yeah.
When you're in my workplace, you listen to what I'm saying.
Saying.
Anyway,
Simple.
that's off track. Anyway,
Right.
back to the holiday now.
Yeah.
So obviously, I talk with a lot of people and whatnot.
Yes.
I'm on podcasts, me jumping on camera on my social media, whatever. Like, I can talk to people. But when I'm on a holiday, I'm not really a social person. And the girl who I went with, she's more social than me.
Okay,
You understand?
okay.
Yeah.
And I remember this one day, it was by the pool. I don't like to be out in the sun hot. I hate it. Because I get hot easily still.
Yeah.
But as it was her birthday, I made the effort still.
Oh, look at vacation.
I was on a vacation still. You understand?
All right, I'm not.
Coming again.
It's okay.
For the bro.
Honey.
No, she's my friend.
Who's his friend, innit?
My friend. And
Who's his
it was her
friend?
birthday, innit?
No, big up
And
the
the
friend,
whole
though.
reason,
Big up friend.
yeah, big her up. And the only
Big up,
reason why the
big up
holiday,
friend.
the only time, the only reason why it happens because every year I miss her birthday. So she's like, this year
you gotta
we're
make
going on a holiday.
Alright,
Still.
go.
Can't miss
It's
it.
that, yeah.
Can't miss it. No.
Okay.
Anyway,
Nah, I hear that,
I remember
I hear
this
that.
one
Okay.
time she was in a pool, innit, with these other people. I think the name was Michelle and Dan. Cool people, calm. I actually chopped it up with them towards the end of the holiday. They're cool people still. Married couple for like 30 plus years. They're cool. From Hertfordshire or whatnot still. So,
Memory.
Oh, no, really?
That's a hard for shit. What
This must have been
like, what you do for what? Like,
obviously I pull it out there. I can't swim.
no.
I can't swim. So if
Not
Honey.
even in the shower and just to sit down and put your feet in. No?
the water thing, less of that. I'm not in it.
Nah, babes. You need to go get some lessons.
Anywho,
You know some quiet, innit? You know some quiet.
On the doggy paddle with the big arms and the shoulders moving.
If I need to get out of trouble, I can get out of trouble.
Nah, man, because if your girl's drowning, how you gonna save her?
Boy,
Both gon' drown.
I'm gonna dash that thing in. What's that thing called?
What, the ring thing?
The ring
She
thing.
asked
Come,
me.
babes. Babes, hold it, babes.
She asked me as well. She said, if I was to drown out there, what would you do? I said, you're dead.
question.
I said, you're dead.
Oh, shit.
No, I'll try.
We have a problem.
I'm gonna throw the dinghy
At
thing.
least, thank you. At least
Try and throw the dinghy thing.
Yeah, but you
I'm
also,
trying to do
you
something.
know what? If you're ever in the water, just make sure you put your head back so that you float up.
Listen.
Yeah, but if you're ready, if you got
Wait a minute.
fear,
Wait a minute.
nah, the
You
minute
think when you're
scared of the
panicking,
water,
you're gonna be
panicking,
thinking
that's
about
it,
putting your
you're
head up.
sinking.
Listen,
Yeah, it's
It's
instant.
a lesson learned now, and
It's a
you know
simple
what?
thing.
Okay,
If-
right.
That's why I can get out of
She
trouble,
wasn't-
but I just
she's-
can't.
She's not my gal, but she's my bedroom, so she knows me, innit? So if you know that I can't save you, you should have enough sense not to be putting yourself in that position.
Oh my
in the
God,
same
no,
place. You understand? So I don't
Not
care.
going out to
I don't
sea.
care.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Babes, the man go upon water.
don't care.
Like, you know what time it is,
Understand?
alright?
Okay.
You go upon water, you're on your own, alright?
Before the holiday, I told her, listen,
No, I'm
the
done.
swimming thing, I'm not in it still. You understand? It didn't change when I was out there still. Anywho, back to the thing. So she was,
He ain't playing, you know he ain't
she
playing.
was talking to this couple. I think that day I was watching the Arsenal game, innit? And we drew to Man United, and I was vexed because these men are dead. We should have put them in a spliff, blood.
Big up Arsenal.
Them men are dead. Come on, big up yourself. Them men are dead, fam. You understand? So I was vexed that day still. So I'm just chilling by the pool. She's in the pool with them lot still. So she's calling me. Like, I don't even want to chat to no one right now. Watch the game. We drove with these idiots. I'm vexed. You understand? Yeah? Calling me. I just aired it. Went to the toilet. Come back. Oh, Temps, do you want to be more sociable? I said, no. In front of them. Yeah?
Wow.
She's telling me I made
the
her
married
feel
couple.
a type of way. This girl's known me for 10 plus years.
She already knows how you
I don't skin up.
Yeah.
If I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you how I feel, I'm going to I don't care who's there.
She should
You
have knew that.
understand?
Yeah, she should have knew
She
that.
should know that, so you embarrass yourself.
She already put,
You understand?
You put yourself in that
Take
position.
accountability, but
Anyway, the next day come, I apologize for my behavior and whatnot still, and we chopped it up. They're actually cool people and whatnot still. But when I explained to her, I said, listen, I work like 5-6 days a week. I'm talking to people who I don't know. When I pay my own money and jump on plane and go to these hot countries, the last thing I want to do is talk to people I don't know.
No, yeah.
Allow me.
I get it.
Allow me.
I
She
get it.
wasn't really getting that because she's the social butterfly.
Yeah,
She like
Everybody's their friend.
I went to the beach with her. She went into the sea. I'll be real, knee level. I didn't go no further. She went out.
10% me not go up there.
She's coming back telling me, oh, she met this person from Canada.
Because she was quite
She's chopping up with people still.
in the
I understand. If you're a social butterfly, do your thing. But allow me. You understand? You know the
I think she
water.
just wanted you to just be a part of it because she's out there.
I get that.
So she's thinking, although I'm chopping up
But
with people,
if you've known him for 10 years and you know he's not like that.
Yeah, but she's
involved
trying
with
to
them,
make.
so
She's
then
trying to,
encourage you.
she was trying to encourage you,
Yeah.
you know.
No.
And what it
She
is
was
as
trying.
well-
She was trying to control.
No,
you.
but not
She's trying to put you in that-
control
Yes, she was. She's
him.
trying to
Why does it gotta be a control?
Because I tell you why.
Why
All right. Why is
why-
alright? Then tell me how it's not control. If you've known this guy for 10 years and you know he's not like.
you're in a different experience that you have.
That
And
doesn't
you're in a
matter.
different
That
country.
doesn't
It's a
matter.
different.
You're trying to
environment.
know. She's trying to have control.
The wickedest
His
thing.
thing.
The wickedest thing. If I said I'm gonna try a thing before,
All
I
right.
left, cool.
The man
I
said
hear
him
you.
not in a-
I said
But she just
from
wanted
the
to try
get
it.
go.
No, you wanted to
But you
control
could have changed your mind when you was out there. It's a
And I
different
would have told her that.
it's a different
And I would have told her
atmosphere.
that. And I
And
would have
it's
told her
I'm like,
that.
my man, I ain't talking. If I don't want to chat,
she's
I'm
thinking
not
new
chatting.
day. It's a new day.
It's a new
You know
day.
what,
Listen,
we're outside.
I'm not being funny.
He's got- you
I'm
know.
not being funny. I've gone Miami. I've gone Jamaica multiple times. I've gone Montserrat. I've gone to these tropical countries. I don't see what DR had any different to make me experience talking with people who I don't know. Jumping into sea, I know them things there.
No.
Understand? But you know
That's
what?
fine. I get
Big
it.
up because I hope
Yes.
you enjoyed your birthday.
Big old rap man.
And boy, I thank you for inviting me because
What did you
it was
learn
only
out
me
of
and her.
it? What did you learn out of the experience?
And you had experience, no? You had a good
Yeah.
experience.
That you spoke to people, or you want to still come
No
back to
blood.
society?
No
Okay.
blood.
said
That's
no
I'm good.
blood.
Do you know what? And I think, do you know what? At the end of the day, yeah. And I think it's fine as well because at the end of the day, it's like we have to also understand that our energy is a spiritual thing, innit? Like, not to take it too deep, but at the same time, for me, that genuinely is like the time and the energy that I put into anyone that's around me, like that's a sacred thing. So no say, if I put my time and I give you that space and that time to be with, like for you to connect with my energy, then you mean something to me.
Yeah.
Like I actually have
100%.
time for you. Like I
Yeah,
have energy
real
for you.
talk.
Yeah, like so I can't
Real
just be
talk.
out here giving my energy to anyone. Like I'm not just gonna rock up to any event just for the sake of rocking up. Like, I ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
No more.
Yeah.
I'm 34 years old, man. I ain't got time for that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then also it's like it's just knowing the type of people to be around. That I'm very thankful that now. When I take an opportunity to big up my girls from Four Pretty Minds, we've got Melt Me, we've got Chids, and every week we'll have guests come on as well with us. And it's like what we've built there is like that started from real friendship. Like we genuinely had a friendship before that. Do you get what I'm saying? And we all individually have our businesses and we have our things that we do outside of this brand now. So it's like now we've combined it together. We get our banter, we get good vibes, great energy, safe space for men as well, because that's something I think the internet was kind of missing in a way when it comes to podcasts, because I think we're just so used to being driven by buzzwords and getting the clickbait and not really caring about people's mental health. Like they can say all day long, oh, RIP to that person, oh yeah, they were depressed, they were dealing with this, but these times that you was ready to kiki and talk shit in it. Do you know what I mean? So I think ultimately having that space for men and women to actually just come and have a real conversation with real women. And so like I think this journey, like I said, like everyone has their time and their place in your life, innit? And I think if it wasn't for all the people that I connected with, I wouldn't be at this place that I am now. So I don't regret anyone that, for whatever reason, we don't do business with anymore, right? I don't, because thank you. You brought me to the place that I'm at. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's built my confidence as well, because I think before I was so used to kind of like, oh, I'm in a duo, so it's like I can bounce off that person, or I can, kind of use them as like to disguise my social anxiety. So when
Yeah.
we go to events and stuff, I'd allow them to do all of that stuff, and I
Yeah.
would just chill
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
But now it's like I've had to force myself. Like I will purposely be like, okay, I'm gonna go to this event because today's like I'm gonna make sure I get X amount of contacts, or I get X amount of followers, or whatever.
Yeah.
So like there's goals. I have reasons to be outside and not just outside for the sake
no
of
reason,
it.
yeah. I get it.
So, but you know, when it comes to recharging my energy, like unless you're my core unit, like I'm good. I'm actually good, you know.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
For
I will,
me and myself, like I do like my own space, but when it comes to being professional at work or doing a podcast and whatnot, I could just easily chip in still.
Yeah.
But my own time is
That's
my
the
own
jewel.
time. Allow me.
That's
That's what I'm
I feel,
saying.
you know what? It's not only that. I feel like when you're busy all the time as well. When you go on that holiday for real, because I went away the other day and I swear
you
to
did?
God,
Where'd you go,
we
darling?
went with Miss K.
Oh,
we
it was Jamaica.
No, we went Great Yarmouth. But I'm telling you, yeah,
They went down the road.
it was. But I said to God, it was.
I love a staycation.
Bruv, I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah. It might be down the road, yeah. It might be down the road, yeah. But you know what? You know what I done, yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So is Somerset. I'm in the coast.
Do you know what? Yeah, the one. It was lovely.
Yeah.
It was lovely. Yeah.
Did you swim?
Yeah. All right. We're there at the closet, blood. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. But
What do Great Yarmouth people call themselves? Are they Great Yarmouth?
you know what?
Wait, I don't
we didn't see any.
Yarmouthers.
We didn't see any.
Wait, what are they called? What they call
I don't have a
Someone
clue.
tell us in the comments, please. I
Yes,
need to know.
please, I beg.
Bro, I have no idea.
Because I was thinking.
Because we went
what's
to a
that?
weekend up. We didn't see no Great Yarmouth people. All the people we saw from London.
I think they're called the XL Londoners.
The what?
The XL Londoners.
XL London. What?
Yeah, so there was in London, they couldn't make it, they went to Great Yarmouth.
Oh, the exile.
Wait,
Okay.
I can't think that's not real nice saying.
Exile
I was
Londoners.
about
Okay.
to take that in. No, I really was about to.
And I was popping like.
Nah, but I actually want to
I
know.
heard it, I just said no.
But yeah, let's carry on.
Let us know,
to
guys. Go on,
his
sorry.
trip down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I was saying is, look, when I went down there, and I was working for about 11 days before that, yeah.
Okay.
And I swear to you, when I got there, I was so happy and content to just chill.
Yeah.
And just not talk to nobody. Because just to get that recharge. You know what I'm saying to you? No, I was.
It's so
I
violent.
was. Until somebody, big up yourself, Clive.
We
Yeah.
got there on a Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of us was mash up.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
We don't know. It was in the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mr. Man Drew decided to go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clive come with his, what drink was that again?
I don't know.
Listen, Fireball.
Yeah.
Big up yourself,
like
Clive,
that,
for the
man.
Fireball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
because that thing mash man up.
Nice.
I'm not even lying
Nice.
to you. That thing is like got cinnamon. Is it
Yeah,
cinnamon?
Yeah, and they put fire on it and...
Listen, the thing is
Tried that
nice.
before.
But bro, you see
But
when
like,
he left.
When you got there though, did you let your family know that you touched down?
So head a joke about it, head a joke. On the way to the coach, I left my phone at home. Yeah?
Shut up.
I left my phone at home.
You're mocking it.
I would have though. Brother, I got 7 kids. I got to phone my kids and say,
Wait,
yeah.
you got 7
I got
kids?
7 of them.
Big
I got
up.
phone them and say, yo, daddy rich. Yeah? So yes, I
Yes.
did. But the truth of the matter is, I left my phone at home, yeah? I'm going to be honest with you. I was pissed. But you see, when I got there and I didn't have that phone, I was so happy.
No, I don't know about
Because
that one
it was
still.
peace.
That's a bit mad.
No, swear to God. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I would advise everyone to do it. The peace I got from it was. I couldn't believe it. I was like,
I can
wow.
stay off my phone. Don't get me wrong. I can stay off the phone, but to not have the choice of it not being
Not there,
there,
I will-
that
I'm
gives me
telling you.
anxiety.
Hey, you know
That
what?
itself.
I get it. I thought that on the way there. I thought the same.
Yes,
But once I was there,
once you was there,
and I had that
I
peace,
hear
and I thought,
that.
you know what? 2-3 days of no one.
Yeah.
If anyone, I have to borrow your phone. Let me borrow your phone and call them. You get me?
It's true.
I swear to God,
We're
it was.
constantly giving our energy out, man.
I'm
We're constantly
telling you.
out.
I'm telling
about the
you.
whole phone thing, right? Yeah. So my mum was like, you know what? You need to check on your brother. Give him a call here and there, rare. My little brother, he just had a baby girl like a month ago.
Oh, congrats, big man.
Uncle,
Yeah, man. But uncle, what, like, I
How
think
many times?
19 times, like.
Wow.
Big
And
eye.
I think the girls are just taking over. Like, it's like,
Better girls.
yeah, pure gang.
Yeah, that's a
like,
blessing.
Anyway. So, when we asked her now, right, yeah, she was like, oh, check on him. I'm thinking, hold on, but mum, like, He's had the baby. He's with his missus, whatever. I'm the one who's single and live by myself. If I was to drop down dead, how would you know? You understand? And you're telling me me for check up on him, them me for check up on me. You understand?
Who's older? Sorry, did you say it's your older brother?
My younger brother.
Oh, your younger brother.
But
So your older brother?
No, but even so, my older brother, he had the baby 2 months ago. You understand? So family's just getting big around me. Even my nephew had his
When are
daughter.
you going to have children?
Boy, you know what? That's a sticky one.
Man's on clarting season, you don't know about that. No, clarting season.
You know it is. I've said it before. When the time comes, right now, I'm having my fun. You understand? And who I've got around me, I don't really see that with them. Not say it's a bad thing, but like for me, it's not that still. If it happens, it happens. I've always said I want my child to be raised how I wasn't raised. Because I was raised by my grandparents, innit? So I would like to have that mother. Anyway, back to the thing.
No, I hear that.
So, boom, going away from that still, I was like, they need to check upon me if I die and whatever. My sister was like, the only way I would know something's wrong if you don't post. You're not always posting. So if I left my phone, I left my phone somewhere,
They think you're dead.
they're gonna think I'm dead. And if they're calling me and you can't get through to me. When I actually think about it now, I think none of my family, my mum or my dad, know my dogs or my work colleagues or
anything like that.
So I'm thinking, like, they know where I work, but
That's
they
about
rarely
it.
be able to get a hold of me still. So I was thinking about certain things that other than I was thinking like, you know what? If something happened to me, they at least need to have a couple
people numbers.
to find out.
True.
That's respect.
It's so true.
Like, I'm
It's so
32
true.
still, so I'm not the youngest, but I'm not the oldest.
you're still a young man.
I'm the fourth out of 6 for my mum.
Okay.
But I'm the last for my dad.
Okay.
You understand? I chop it out with my dad every day, every other day.
Okay.
So my mum once in a blue moon. You understand? But if something was to really happen to me, I think my dad will probably be the first
To
one
know,
to know.
to notice.
You understand? But my phone, I'm sorry, the leaving phone thing, that would never
I'll be honest with you, as I said,
Never
before I went, I would have said the same. But when I took that time, I was rushing. Because I finished work and I had to go and grab the train. The coach, sorry. So I've left it.
That's so mad.
The coach. It was a coach.
Yeah, but where's your information for your coach stuff, your ticket? You had a
I was with Daniela, so it was,
So it was like Apple Pay, back.
No, it was all the information was on her phone. So
On her phone,
I
you
was
didn't
good.
even need to
I didn't even
go
need
for
it.
that.
I didn't need it.
Yeah, but you know,
I'm
you
telling
made
you,
me think, so I never
listen,
thought about it like
I'm
that.
telling you, I'm telling you.
I would have had to go back.
Listen, my brother was dropping me. I said to him, brother, turn back round. He said, if I turn back round, you're gonna miss the coach. I'm saying, blood, turn back round. He said, bro, I'm not turning back round.
you done your favour.
And you get me? And I swear to God, I came back and I was happy.
Yeah.
I don't
really hear that.
I
I did a weekend away and I literally was like, my phone was there, but I didn't feel the urge to even
use it.
I was cool because I'm really a nature person.
I'm
I
telling
love
you.
nature.
You're a nature
Yeah,
girl.
I used to have my own allotment space, gardening. I grew
Okay.
everything from pumpkin to potatoes to corn.
So
So you're just
I'm a real-
a little wacky backy.
Yeah, I'm really into nature, so yeah.
Say wacky back.
Oh, a little wacky backy.
A little wacky. Yeah, man, it's spiritual purposes, you know what
What
I'm
you
saying?
mean?
Bro,
What you
elevate
mean?
and how
What
you know
you
what I'm
mean?
saying?
Yeah.
Not the wacky.
On that note,
But that's a good point that you made because it's like if I really deep it, if I didn't post for a whole week, I think people would feel there's something
Something's wrong. Yeah,
For
100%.
real. That's wild.
We're just gonna talk about. It's a mad topic still. You understand? And I haven't shared it with the group. You understand? So just gonna hit everyone.
you're gonna get the raw answers, because we don't know what this topic's about.
That's why I never told you like what I got on store. And
Come on, just say it.
cool. So say less, right? Yeah. I'm gonna start off with a scenario. Actually, no. Let me just come up with a question. The no scenario, right? Yeah. So everyone on this panel has had, what would you say, are friends with benefits.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No relationship, just doing your thing, right? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So obviously it comes to an end, right? Yeah. Why is it when you lot spin the block now you want to come on some serious thing?
Because you have feelings.
I don't spin the block.
What, you never spun the block? Once it's done, it's done. You're gonna sit there and tell
Or does it
me.
depend on the situation?
I don't spin the block.
That with me, I don't. With that situation, I don't go back to a guy.
Yeah, and if I do, it'll be like it's a very moment, and I say
Yeah.
it's such a spontaneous
I'm
night.
So are you looking at my face?
Spontaneous.
Are you looking at my face?
I might spin
Are
the
you
block
looking at my
because I
face?
missed the D.
Let me tell. All right, because that's what I was about to say.
Put me on the off
Yeah?
day.
Let me tell you something.
on the
Yeah?
off day.
I don't know what you're talking
A
about.
serious thing,
Yeah.
nah, you can't
Other than
be.
that, I
Other
just
than
go
that, if it's
backwards.
an effing thing, you can't get serious with a guy. Like in my head, you can't because you guys already had that relationship
Yeah.
at the beginning. So for me to then expect, there is some girls out there, don't get it twisted, that do expect to have a
Why do you
relationship.
think I'm having this
You know what?
conversation?
You know what? I tell
But
you,
I
you're
can't-
not-
I
you're not-
can't
You're not
do
getting
it.
clarted right.
I
Get
can't
clarted
do it.
right. Yeah. Get clarted right.
Get
Clarted right. Yeah. And you're spinning that block every time, and you don't even know why you're spinning that block. What? I'm telling you. I am. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me show you on this panel right
You'll
now.
definitely
yeah?
get digmatized.
No, I'm telling you because I'm telling you it's like this. Most women, when I was growing up, most women that I ever slept with, I could have seen them 5 years later, 6 years later, 7 years later. They even got a partner. They still give me the eye like.
That's how you're laying it down.
Understand?
Strong.
Look at my camera now, yeah, what's it? Long and strong, you know, long and strong. But
Okay.
no, but seriously, on a serious note, though,
Yes.
that's been my experience. What you say? What's your experience, Temper?
All
Listen,
5 years.
It's
Wow.
Okay, for me now,
relationships
for me now, it's just a simple thing. Presence. You
Okay.
understand?
Tell them again.
Man's got the presence. You understand, right? Yeah. So before I even get, you know what you're getting, and then when I lay it on you is something different. You understand?
But then that's your
No.
fault.
Exactly.
If you're making a go. Because you're giving a. Because you're giving
Hold on.
Hold on. Hold on. You want me to give gal meaty things so they can go around
And tell people say,
yeah, tempers
all
give
right.
that dead
No,
look.
so pick a struggle.
choose it.
Pick a struggle. You either want them to be on the D or you don't.
No, but my thing is this. No, my thing is this
Thank
though, right?
you.
Yeah, you could be in the D when we're there. If we're finished, we're finished. You understand?
No,
how the sort of thing
no,
go.
but you guys-
think I ain't, hold on, I ain't finished.
Yeah,
you
go
think,
on.
You think I ain't had some gal who's give me some tight
Good,
clutches?
good, boom, boom.
But if it's done, it's done.
So what?
So you're not hold up for the
Man.
thing?
No.
No.
There's no
No.
accountability, man. There's no accountability.
No. If
Man,
it's
they want to
not-
be out here laying it down thick and strong and slow strokes and all of that, and they don't want to take
And
accountability when a girl
thank
catches
you.
feelings.
Thank you.
We're women. Women, we lead off of emotion. And at the end of the
Thank
day,
you.
we don't open our crutches up for no man that we don't want to catch feelings.
Yeah,
from.
you know
Like,
what though?
let's
You
just
know
be
what though?
real.
You know what though?
And but
That's
there
cap.
are some
That's
women,
cap.
okay? There are
I
some
will respect
women
that
that
if
are
you put that out there. But most of the time, you're on something like, nah, man, we ain't got no feelings. Nah,
Yeah,
nah.
see, I
we
don't
can
do
do
that
this.
shit
We
no
can do
more.
this thing.
I'll tell you what
We
it
can
is.
do this. Don't worry. Yeah, we can fuck. You can do. As soon as certain things got happening to them,
Listen.
you need to remember-
once the
you
leg
can-
starts
you
shaking,
can-
temper, once the leg starts shaking.
Hold on.
Because you're giving them the.
Oh, that's it. It's a problem.
Let me just say this because the ladies will ruin me when I say it.
Go
babe.
ahead. Go ahead.
So it's all right for you,
Yeah.
right?
Go ahead.
You know
Yeah.
that you guys can separate your feelings.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know that you can go wham bam
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, you're done.
And I mean the
Like,
moment
it's
we're
tomorrow.
done.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
We can't always do that because we lead with emotions.
Yeah.
So as much as you may have told that individual,
Yeah. That's
this
what it
is
was.
What it is.
Yeah.
This is all I want. I don't want
Yeah.
nothing else. Nothing
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
You're chopping it up for 6 months.
Yeah.
And you know
Then you're
what?
chopping it up for a year.
Yeah.
Come on.
And now you're telling me that I must not catch feelings because of you said what you said.
But
a
you-
year ago.
Whoa.
Yeah, they did that.
If we're still chopping it up years later,
And
You know
also,
what?
I can't catch a feeling.
But the problem is
Hold on a
this.
second.
You know the problem is though, yeah? The problem is this. I hate all of that, yeah? But you gotta understand from the man's point of view now, yeah, it's like this. I'm chopping it for the year and I ain't getting no headache. You're gonna keep chopping, you're gonna try and keep chopping that.
So
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's where
So
you
that's
guys
where,
are
that's
selfish,
where,
bro.
but you
That's
say that,
where you
why
guys
are we
are
wrong for
selfish.
that?
No, let me tell, because you
you're saying
guys
you're not getting
know.
no headache.
Because
Yeah.
let me say,
Because that's what you said you wasn't
you're
gonna give, man.
not giving
Wait,
no.
wait.
We're
So
not
it's happy
giving
to
you
go
no
on 10 years
headache.
strong.
Yeah.
No
10 years are
Wait,
20
let
temple
me say this.
if the pum pum pum.
Let me say this, yeah. Let me say this, yeah. So basically, yeah, you guys are saying the reason why you're comfortable doing that is because you're not getting no headache.
Yeah.
But as Nads,
Yeah, Nads.
Nads,
Yeah.
yeah.
stated
Yeah.
that we are emotional creatures.
Yes.
Yeah. And so when you guys are putting it down and you're doing your slow strokes,
Yeah.
yeah, and the next minute
do
you
like a
start,
slow
wait,
stroke,
wait,
bro. I
wait,
can't
you
lie, I do
start
like a
off
slow
slow, and then you come, and then you come,
Long and strong, and I'll say that's slow with it.
and then you come with that daga 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 daga.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. No of us stand still,
Right.
no of us stand.
And then you do
Yes, no snatching, soul snatching,
and all caressing the baby hairs, blood. You know when they're all caressing
I'm
the side
telling
of your
you,
face,
busting a
You know what?
sweat.
all caressing their face,
You know what?
giving them the look in the eyes and giving them the
All of a sudden, you see something different. Oh,
But this is it. But I think men fail to understand that at the same time that we have to take into account the fact that as women we get entered in it.
Yeah,
so
like,
we're
that's true.
taking
It's so
in
true.
your
That's true.
energy.
That is true.
That's
That's
why women
true.
can't have multiple
agree
partners.
with
And
that.
if you
Yeah,
decide
I
to,
agree.
you look in a
I agree
woman's
with
eye
you.
that takes multiple. Look at that woman. What's her name? The one that
The thousand man.
Yeah.
100 man.
When you look at her eye, she's
Wasn't it
dead
1,000?
inside, bro.
Yeah,
she
she's
look like she ain't got no
lost.
soul,
Yeah,
bro.
she is.
She's
She's
gone
lost.
because she's taking mad
Yeah,
body,
yeah,
taking
yeah.
mad
It's the
spirits
truth.
in her
That's the
system.
truth. That's the truth.
And not cleansing the thing. I
Yeah.
bet she don't even know about cleansing.
Cleanse what?
I bet she don't even know about the Dettol and putting the
cool.
thing.
No, she don't understand that.
Well, boy, if she not cleanse that the thing there.
Shame. That's what I'm saying.
She
bro.
don't know about the Dettol
Couple things I like to say.
and the vinegar.
Right.
Couple
Let's
things.
not give them all the tea now.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a portion of chips.
With me on the side.
Big up gigs.
Couple of things I would say about what all you just said, right?
Yeah.
And I've got a story to run.
All right, story time.
Come on.
Temps has always got stories.
In regarding to that whole, the woman you said Lily Phillips or I think that's her
Yes,
name or
Lily
whatever, right?
something.
Yeah. When
She
you
married,
actually,
you know.
she was married, yeah. She had
Yeah,
three
yeah,
bodies
yeah.
before
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
marriage
I did
stuff.
see that. Yeah,
Yeah, so when she done I think she done an interview just after it happened still, yeah? Technically it's not 1,000
No, it wasn't.
because she said certain man didn't make it past the blowjob.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So they didn't even enter her. So it's more like 750. It's still mad numbers, but yeah. So let me just...
And this is in one day, innit? This is one day.
From a thousand
more
to
than
750.
wait, it don't even matter. More than one in one night is
I was so disgusted to even look at the interview. So I'm not aware about
I just
this.
saw clips.
Yeah.
She gave man blowjob as well.
Yeah.
Of course, well, if I'm just
Wow.
glutton.
God, yeah.
Sometimes they can't get it. You know, they
so
get hard.
That's the first thing.
I physically
crazy,
feel
bro.
sick.
That's the
Continue.
first thing.
Sorry, I feel sick.
That's the
That's
first
just
thing.
sacred. Like Adam said,
Yeah.
there's one thing about me. Like, if this is the thing, if we're beating, I know that me and you were just a friend with benefit situation. You ain't getting no head off me, you know.
Okay.
What?
No sloppy tops, baby. You don't get the extras.
What?
You don't get the extras unless we're committed. That's what it is. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, my
I'm not for real, but I understand for some people.
Right mouth gone or what for? Because you've been
I'm saying.
Sally, Lisa, and Chanel.
Right.
Well, you said take the one and left the one.
Bye.
Right, because you know what it is. At the end of the days, like it's not you get your cake and eat it, and what I
And
must
here
just
when
be
you
like,
need me.
and I'm
Like
gonna give
it's
you
a point
all
of-
the extras and the trimmings and the
So,
red.
hold on. So wait. So
okay,
he's going deep sea diving and you're still not giving him none.
Oh, he can do what he wants to do.
And you're still not giving him none.
You can dive in as much
Oh,
as you
He can
want.
do what he wants
But
to do.
if I know that I'm not the only
I'm quiet. Indulge in joy, but I have to have my limits the same way you have your limits.
No, I hear that.
If your limit is you can't get emotionally
Emotional
attached,
touch.
my limit is you don't get the sloppy tops.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Okay.
Because the what free. Listen, my things be good. Yeah, the
Well,
things
I'm not
wicked,
gonna
babes,
lie.
yeah. Only man deserves
Temper.
that.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If I had a guy, if I was in a situation and I had like a guy that I was beating with, and
Regular.
we had a
Regular, very regular.
Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Slap it up is on the
I'm
menu.
sorry.
But that's what I'm
I'm not gonna lie.
I was gonna say.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's the same person that I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
And you're
But
not dealing
more
with anybody
times-
else, then yeah, of course.
But
you're
more
not.
you would
times
never
for a
know.
woman
You
it
would
is.
never know.
For more times it is for a woman anyway.
Yeah.
But my point is, for some people, it's just a foreplay thing.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Naturally,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Like I'm not even judging no one
Yeah.
that does that. Do you get what I'm saying? I just know for me personally, that's my thing of like, once I give that, you're mine, B.
my
And you
thing
can't
is
be
this. My thing is
nasty
this.
about it.
No, but my
As
thing
long
is
as
this.
he's
No, but
not,
hold on.
I mean, him
Once I
not-
suck that dick,
not
it's
your
mine.
My thing is this.
Because you
You know what I'm
signing.
saying? It's
That's
mine.
you signing
You heard it? He signed a contract, nigga. You ready?
Signing on the dotted line.
Literally.
The dotted line's here, nigga. Look, right here. God damn, all right.
That should be snatching sauce. Make the toes curl.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
roll back and
Boy, there's going to be a couple of those still. I know about them toes curls. You're like, God
hand them on the
damn.
hands, mate.
You know, like, you don't know whether to grab the head or not. Like, God
But
damn.
my thing is this though. My thing is this though, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
darling.
you would never actually not like when girls saying you're the only one. I can't trust these gal.
I agree with that.
Anyway,
I agree with that.
me personally,
These 2025 women, you can't trust them.
I agree. Because there's single
Nah,
girls,
2025
right?
women, you can't trust
Let me
them.
finish. Let me
I
finish.
hear that.
There's
Let
some
me
girls.
finish.
Listen, look,
Let me finish.
there's no way to that section to the rule.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
There
Right,
is
yeah.
some.
Yeah.
Let me finish. Right, yeah. Right, yeah. At the end of the day, the way how I see it, right, it might be a backwards thing, but I'm very blasé, right, yeah. If you want to give me head, cool. If I'm giving you head, I'm not giving it to you for it to come back
So
to me.
yeah,
you
yeah,
understand?
yeah.
I'm doing it
Because you
because I
enjoy
want.
it.
I
You
enjoy it. I know
wanna
what
do
please
it.
I'm doing.
That's it.
However, right, yeah, for me, right, personally. When I'm doing my test, if I'm all coming back clean and there's no cold sore in my mouth, I don't give a fuck who you're dealing with. That's how I think. That's me. You understand?
it's not-
And it's, hold on, in the same breath, I've got no reason to lie. You understand? Because I'm single, innit? So anyone that I'm dealing with, if I'm telling you you're the only one, best believe you should know you're the only one.
Yeah.
If you're not the only one, I'm letting you know you're not the only one.
But not all men are
And
gonna do
it's
that.
up to you.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
honest though,
A
that's
lot of men are not gonna do that. A lot of men are not gonna do that. That's the truth. That's the
And
truth.
I just want to clarify, when I say I do it to a loyal buddy, it's because me and him have established this is our
Thing,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to clarify. I'm not going out doing all of that.
no, obviously,
As
yeah,
long
come on.
as it is
We're
literally,
grown.
if we know that, you know what, it's not a serious thing and we're just effing,
Yeah.
cool. I don't mind doing
is
that.
it.
Shit. I will
I think-
suck it together.
I think what it is about men get enough
Maybe
things
twice
for
a day.
free. They get enough things
do.
for free without
They
putting
do
the
get
work
things
in as
for
it is
free.
already.
It's true.
I hear you.
So like, it's not even a thing. It's just like me being able to hold that small part of like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
have
Yeah, that's your-
something
that's
that
your
I could,
thing. That's
like,
your
yeah.
thing.
Because if you're gonna talk on my things, I know you're gonna say it's wicked and bad anyway. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But for you to get to that next level now, is you can't be. There's no chatty patty. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's me and you were locked in.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be out here talking about my thing and how it functions.
I'll be honest with you.
No,
I
I
learned that lesson a long time ago. You don't do that anyway.
Yeah,
Because when you
man,
tell people
shut
that
up,
shit,
man.
people be listening in.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, they're going around the corner. Like,
Ready.
No, but
I heard.
you know me and my man don't talk no more. innit? You know me and my man don't talk no more. innit?
No, but
saying?
it is for me. What I've noticed though, right? Yeah, when it comes to the talking thing, if you don't know, you don't know. Like, you know, I'm not really gonna speak my thing. However, when women come and it's happened to me multiple times. You can chat shit. You don't sit there and tell me don't tell
Alright,
no
calm
one.
down.
Hold on, let me finish,
Yeah,
blood.
yeah,
Calm
yeah.
down.
Don't tell no one. Don't tell no one. And go and go
They're
tell
telling
them
everyone.
Same brush.
They're telling
Man doesn't
everyone.
have to do that.
You
No,
understand?
no one is as bad as men. Men are worse. Men are the worst.
Yeah, you know what it is
Men
with men.
are
It's an
the
ego
worst.
thing.
Man would chat on gal.
Man, I think a lot of times it's an ego thing. It's an ego thing. It's an ego
telling
thing.
you.
You gal are
Way
talking
too
the
much.
most.
It's that barbershop chat, innit?
Yeah. I can't lie.
that room chat.
Man like to talk. Man like to talk still. Man like to talk.
Yeah, Becky, yeah.
What you saying, blood? You chop that, yeah?
Yeah, blood, yeah, blood. You guys are mad like that.
See these men, yeah?
you
These
know.
that hold a podcast in a them car.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't drive, so I don't know what she's talking about.
But what I'm saying, a group.
Yeah, the
They've got a
WhatsApp. I'm not gonna lie, my girls WhatsApp.
Yeah, you was mad. The girls
Listen,
WhatsApp.
the girls' WhatsApp groups are worse than the men's. The girls' WhatsApp groups are worse.
You've got WhatsApp group.
Please, in the comments, yeah, the girls' WhatsApp groups are worse than the men's.
Our girls
100%.
WhatsApp will leave certain man insecure.
I'm
baby.
telling you, it's not a joke.
It was my boy the other day told me they do a CRB check where
Yes,
they
you
put in the picture of the gal and make that circulate.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
thing,
no
innit, that
other-
went viral.
Wait a minute.
Man, them try-
Wait. You women had that long time ago.
Yeah, but girls have been doing that. We've been
Yeah, so we just catch
But
up.
we have to do it. But we have to do it because the way man them flexing it.
Well, the way that these women flex today, we need to do it too.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
It's not even a joke.
25.
Yeah.
Listen, the thing's mad. The thing is mad.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, that
my
part.
nice girl, I don't deal with no one, and then she's got OnlyFans.
Listen.
Yeah, straight
Let's
facts.
have that blood.
Listen.
City girls at one point.
Exactly.
But if she was giving you OnlyFans vibes and you still put the work in, then that's your business.
But as I just said, right, yeah, me personally, right, yeah, if I'm dealing with you, I'm dealing with you. I don't care who you're dealing with. I don't even ask questions still. As long as you don't bring me back no embarrassment and no STD,
Yes.
I'm calm. Do what
And
you
no
want
pick
to
me.
do.
See,
But
how
my
do
thing,
you
no,
feel
pick me.
comfortable to-
No, from a next man. Like, don't bring in pick me from a next man.
But my
Like,
thing is this though. It's the lying. If you came to me straight and said, you know what, babe, I like you, but I can't lie. I'm doing the OnlyFans. You've been real with me, and it's up to me if I want to entertain you or
that.
not.
Yeah.
When you're sitting there and you're lying about something, and the reason why I'm so the reason why I'm so big about the lying thing, because I don't lie. I don't see the reason to lie. I haven't got a gal to lie.
Yeah.
So why am I lying for? It's a simple thing like this. The way I would see it, you know what there is out a road. If you won't give me, a next one will give me.
But how do you
100%.
men feel? Sorry to cut you
go
guys,
on.
but how do you men feel knowing that you're beating a gal and she's there opening up her legs to?
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Carl,
I'm gonna lie to you. I'm a bit different to
Martin,
Temper still.
You know,
You can't show me that. I don't give a fuck if we're fuck buddies.
but you want her to be honest though.
No. Listen. No. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be real with you. No. I'm being straight. I'm being straight. No. I'm being straight. If you're doing that, make sure I don't fucking find out. Because if I do, I want you to be honest. I want you to be honest. But I'm just real. I can't even.
I don't want to know
can't
next
pretend.
next
I
girl
don't
was
want to know
chopping
that.
my-
Shit. I don't want to
chopping
know.
my guy.
I don't
I
want to know.
don't care if he's just my
I
beat.
don't want to know.
Even if it's just my beat, don't let no gal come and tell me nothing about she's
Me
had you the night
personally,
before. No,
Yeah.
See,
It's
be
gonna be a
respectful
problem.
with
It's
it.
gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
There's levels
I'm the
to
same.
it.
I'm actually the same like
Her
this. so I
straight
hear that.
scissor hands.
Yeah,
blood.
the
I'm
minute I
not
know that
gonna
your
lie.
community, you can stay there.
No, I'm
because-
not gonna lie.
Me personally, I don't
hear
care.
that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, that's
don't
That's
care.
okay, but you know, like the world is a
But
techie place, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's not a joke.
Everybody.
You know
That's the
everyone's
thing.
there.
Everyone.
Smart
That's the
world.
thing.
For sure.
Very smart world.
So
Not
how
at all.
did you not like that topic?
Did we like it or did we just?
Or you just rolled
We
with
just
it?
rolled with it, baby.
We just rolled
We
with
roll
it.
with the punches,
We just
man.
rolled with it, 100%.
Okay, so
Yeah.
basically, you lot are saying, right, yeah, it's our
As a whole.
fault for laying down the slang thing.
Yeah.
You lot, right, yeah.
So you said we should be
And a lot
mediocre
of it needs to
beat.
be
No,
cool.
it's
Just clarify. Just clarify. You don't want a mediocre beat, and then
No.
So clarify your thing.
I once said that.
All right, clarify.
You can lay it down. You can lay it down thick and strong. That's not a
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, accountability on both sides, innit?
Yeah.
Transparency.
Okay, I hear
Need
that.
transparency
Okay, all right,
with
cool.
accountability,
All right,
yeah?
cool, yeah.
And respectful. Just be
okay.
respectful.
I like the both sides thing. I get
Yeah,
that.
that's
That's
fair,
fair.
that's
That's
fair.
fair.
Just
Just
no. You men, no, I'm sorry. You men throw it down in the bedroom.
Yeah.
So you guys, like Nad said,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You guys take accountability of your own shit. I'm sorry because when you guys are putting on R. Kelly's 12 play, because yes, people still play his slow jam, so act like you
Nah,
don't
they
do
do,
it.
man.
Yeah. All right, so people do,
Yes.
and when you guys are all slow winding in the gal hole and them thing there, do you understand? And then when the girl's telling you, and when the girl is telling you she loves you,
Well,
Folding them origami, doing the origami and shit. Like what?
You know
What
what?
the hell?
You see, for me,
So
though.
look, I hear you though, sis.
You see,
I hear you.
you see, for me,
But
though, I
but
found
accountability
It is
that.
your
on both
fault.
sides
No,
because some
it's not.
women do become. Some women just to catch the man will be misleading and just say, "Oh no,
But
I
this
don't
is
want
what
this.
I'm saying.
I don't want that."
That's my
but
part.
low key, they be trying to
They-
manipulate the
okay.
situation, right?
Yep,
There's enough
100%.
women that really do that because I
100%.
feel honestly they're just not being honest with themselves.
And that's the
innit?
truth.
If
And that's
anything,
the
you're
truth.
lying to yourself more.
And that's
because
why I
it's
say
not
the
gonna change.
accountability on both sides go.
Yeah, it's not going to
100%,
change the man's
100%.
actions and his movements.
I'm telling
and
you.
I truly believe it don't take a couple beatings for a man to know whether he wants to be with you or not.
No, it don't.
You understand?
No, I-
it doesn't take a couple dates. Yeah, man knows. When he,
I know in the
right,
first
what he
hour.
wants
It's
to
not
do
a
with
joke.
you, right?
First hour, what I want to do with that
So
girl.
I think it's about maturity,
It
being
is.
honest with yourself,
Yeah.
and being honest with the person that you're
You're
dealing
dealing
with.
with.
Like,
Me
we're
personally,
good.
me personally, talking to a woman for the first hour, I know exactly what I want from her. You understand? It's that quick.
But some
then
guys
again,
will say they need 6 months. Like,
they're
that's
chatting shit to
wild.
you. They're chatting shit to
you know what I'm saying?
you.
I know.
You understand?
But you know what? Alright, cool. But alright, so this is what I will say. Yeah, maybe they're not, because I'm a man like this. I've got 4 kids' mums, and for me, falling in love takes a long fucking time. And I mean that. I mean, like my first baby mother, I was with her for 16 years. I'd probably say 8 years in.
Oh, wow.
That was when I fell in love.
That's
You understand?
wild.
But again, it goes up to my upbringing. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Like, I was gonna when you touched on the counselling and that, big up to that, because I did that. Do you get what I'm saying to you? And there's certain things in life that really make you grow or make you understand the reason why you're even doing stuff. Like, you don't even realize you're doing something. You think, why am I doing this? And then you go to the counselor and they open up your mind and you remember, and you're like, rah, you know what? It was really from then.
It
you get what I'm saying?
teaches you self-accountability,
It did,
because you're able to
It
look
really
and
did.
know
You know what I'm
why
saying to
you make
So for
certain
me,
choices.
certain things do take a long time. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's just the way I'm built.
I hear that. Depends
You
who
get
you're
what I'm saying?
dealing
I'm
with.
telling
innit?
you.
I do
I'm
get
telling you.
that.
Just the way
The
I'm
reason
built.
why I'm so quick, because I'm very black and white. There's no grey in between.
Okay.
I don't believe in this spirits thing. I don't believe in no energy exchange nonsense.
No.
What's the other thing you're talking about? Star sign,
But you got
mumbo
this. But you
jumbo.
got this though.
And
And you don't believe in energy.
Yeah.
it looks good.
Yeah.
It looks good. You understand?
Yeah.
I was raised in a church.
Well,
I've got a cross hair,
That's why it's a
fam.
white Jesus
You
and not a
understand?
black Jesus.
Whatever, if we move, it look good, said way. Yeah, that's that right,
Next
yeah? And it's
episode.
double-sided as well, you know, then
I know about me.
You
Me go
understand?
talk to my boy.
And then
energy.
on top
I
of
beg
that,
you.
Energy are real thing. Energy are real thing. Energy are real thing. No, man. Energy are real blood clot.
Ignorance is not bliss,
Allow
brother.
me,
Ignorance
allow
is not
me.
I
bliss.
got you, man. I got you,
Miss me with
man. My dog, that. Me I bring him in. Me I bring him in.
Mumbo jumbo,
It's
miss
not
me
no mumbo
with that,
jumbo, because we
yeah?
spoke about things that you said, okay, I can
Okay,
understand,
and
stuff like that.
furthermore, I remember there was a story.
It's the truth, though.
I remember there was a story where I was dealing with a girl who
Fucking people.
lived
he's
in
like-
a Cheshunt. She lived up in North.
Okay, cool.
And we were just doing our thing. I think she was with her baby father at the time. I'm not too sure.
Blood.
I'm not-
Side man.
I don't
Full
care.
blood side man.
I don't care, blood. I don't care. So obviously, I remember one time.
Side man's sometimes the best place.
You don't know, fam. So one time she must have been like to me.
So like the side woman is sometimes the best place.
One time she come to
sometimes.
me.
Nah, I don't think
Hold
it's
on,
ever
hold
a
on,
best
hold
place
on.
for
Listen,
One time.
you know, the reason why I say that. Oh, sorry. May I cut you?
One
Go on.
time, and it opened my eyes, and she's like, "You think you can come to my yard and give me the warm bam bam and yummy how you doing your thing and rare to rare, and I'm not gonna move, man?" I'm thinking, you got a whole man. You got a whole baby father, and you're moving
I've
like
heard the
that.
same thing.
That's when I had to
I've
keep
heard
it
the
stepping.
same thing. It's the
you
truth.
understand?
So I get that. So my thing is, where did
That's why.
huh?
She wants to
She was in, that's, she's in that
She's
masculine
in a
energy.
different category.
Yeah, she's using
Is
that.
isn't that still emotions then?
No, it's
not
her
really.
trying to take
She's
control of
selfish.
it.
She's being selfish. She
Control.
wants to have
She wants
the
it-
person
she
that
wants
she's
it
at
all.
home with, and she wants you on the other side.
Yeah.
No, but my
That-
thing
that-
is this:
that
I
technically
was,
would be a
I was,
narcissist.
I was happy. I was happy with that, but she wanted it to be on a thing where
You're like a second man.
no.
So if she said she'll leave her baby father for you, would you have allowed that?
no.
So that's she
'Cause
really.
you was
I guess she
comfortable
wasn't in
being
the
the
wrong.
side
She
guy.
wasn't really wrong. She just. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
we were just happy doing our thing, and she said, like, listen, like, obviously, I'm with my baby father. When it's gonna done, it's gonna done. You understand? I said, cool, just let me know.
She was putting the
She
feelers
never
out
told
there,
me that.
bro.
She never
The
told me
feelers
when it was
out.
done. It just got more and more intense.
Yeah.
Once or 2 weeks, end up to every week. Couple of times
Oh,
in a week.
she had left her baby father by now.
No, she's still with her baby
Okay,
father.
okay.
At this time, the matter often time I was going there, I was starting to believe, are you still with the baby father? You understand still? And
she's trying to do that honey trap.
it came to a point where I was like, you
Like
know
she agreed
what?
for you.
At this point, I was like, you know what? Like, this is mad. It's not even worth it still. And the wicked thing, I don't know the baby father still. But the way how she will talk about my man, I'm just thinking, raw. If I breed up this guy, this is gonna be me.
Yeah,
You understand? This is gonna be me. So
agree.
I just
I
got
agree.
the red flag, kept stepping, and don't get me wrong. The pumps was good. The head was good.
That's-
but
it's not
I
always-
still
always
kept it
enough.
stepping.
Still not always
I still
enough.
kept
It's not,
it
it's not.
stepping.
And I get sometimes, and I think both parties, men and women, need to sometimes just take their time to
Yes,
genuinely
they
get to
do.
know
I'm telling you,
someone.
no, it's real
Genuinely,
stuff.
because
It's
it's
real
like you
stuff.
can meet someone, they might be a great partner and treat you great, but they might not be a good dad or a good
Or good-
mother,
yeah.
or a good, I don't know, good youth to their mum. They might treat their mum like
100%.
shit.
No,
Do you know what I'm
real stuff.
saying? And I
Real
truly
stuff.
believe how a man treats his mum is ultimately how he's going to end
I
up
believe
treating
that
you.
both ways. I believe the same thing with women. I say the same thing. If you meet a woman and she's talks to her mum anyhow and talks to her dad, blah, she's gonna talk to you exactly
They
the
got
same.
no
They have
respect.
no respect for you.
Yeah,
And I
straight.
think, as you said, it goes both ways, male
Yes.
and females, 100%.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
I fully agree with
that was an interesting topic.
Yeah,
You should understand.
Big up
I was saying,
yourself.
as
Yeah.
I like to see the male and the female point of view. People thinking different things.
100%,
We're all at different
100%.
stages of our life.
Yes.
To you, like, I'm probably the young, immature one or something. Cause I don't believe
Oh
in
my
these
God.
spirits and all this hunky dory nonsense.
As life goes on, boy, you start to believe in certain things. I'm
I
telling
don't
you.
know. I'm just very
Yeah, no,
black and white.
I hear you.
still.
I
That's
hear you.
me.
I hear you.
Like
When I was
it, so-
younger, there's certain things I didn't really pay attention to.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying to you?
But we'll leave my beliefs into another show.
Saying
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Saying that.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
You might see a different avenue.
Yeah, man.
You're never
Listen,
know.
I got their own, me, man.
everyone tells me the moment I have my first child or if I fall in love, because
Yeah.
I've never been in love,
Oh, see, that says
That's
a lot.
listen. I'm telling you.
it might
I'm telling
happen
you.
for me and
I'm
I might
telling you.
believe in certain things.
Yeah.
But my life habit is now, it's easy. I'm not crying like I know certain man are crying over certain gal.
Oh my
I'm
God.
not that guy. You understand?
Well, I say-
rate-
Bruv,
Do you know what? I'd
Don't
say
say you're not that
it's-
guy, you know.
it's-
Just say at the moment,
At the moment, right.
I haven't met
Yeah,
somebody.
you know
Should I tell you why I'm not that guy? Should I tell you why I'm not that
Yeah,
guy?
go on.
I'm not that guy for the simple fact in life, whether it's a relationship or whatever. If I'm going to a club and you say you don't want me in, I don't want to spend money in your club, and I'm gonna cut.
Yeah.
If I'm with a gal and she says she doesn't want to be with me, that's all it takes.
Yeah, but you say that.
You
But what I'm saying to you
understand?
is, look, listen to me, bro. I'm being honest with you. Yeah? Like I said, my thing is this: I haven't loved a lot. I have hit a lot. And I have only. So what I'm saying is this: I hear what you're saying, but you see, when you find that one, all of that goes out the window.
Do you know what?
All of that
It's
goes out
better
the
to
window.
have love than it's better to have love
love
than
and
not
lost.
right than to not have love.
Yeah.
Love at all. That's it.
Yeah,
You're right.
honestly, like
I'm telling you,
You
it's
will
gonna
get
happen,
there.
and I'm gonna be there.
Love is a when
I'm gonna be
he-
right there when it
he least
happens.
expects
Yeah.
it.
That's it,
Yeah.
man.
I'm telling you.
Bro, I've told
And you
you.
could be in love
I've-
with multiple people.
I've told you
Yeah,
many
real
times,
stuff.
if it happens, you lot will be the first on a panel and I'll say,
Definitely.
yo, listen,
Alright,
I'm feeling for
say
a team
less.
for this gal and red team. But
Temple's the
right
type of man
now,
to be like, listen, I'm getting married next week.
You know, from 0 to 100.
You get what? You
I'm
get
looking
what?
like down.
You know that
Like,
my man's gonna put it on
Yeah.
his TikTok as well.
Yeah.
TikTok.
And it's gonna be him
Ah, you.
and him and his
Ah,
missus
you.
will be
You're gonna play in the
skanking.
I'm telling you.
watching
The two of you in your
matching
good- in your
pajamas
goodies
and all of
t-shirt.
that. Matching pajamas.
you lot don't know. Girls,
Christmas
man
as well,
said
watch it.
married. You lot don't know me.
All right.
Well, we'll
To be continued.
That chapter
Yeah.
To be
comes.
continued.
I like that.
Until that chapter comes.
I'm telling you.
you know,
don't
you can't
know.
speak on
I'm
something.
telling
As I just
Yes.
said, I
Yes.
don't trust no women as far as I can throw them. So
That's 'cause you
me
don't trust
going
yourself.
down,
That's 'cause you don't trust
I do
yourself.
trust myself.
No, you don't.
I rate myself highly. I
Not
trust
enough.
myself. You understand? But I'm not.
You know where
You got
what
the
we see in
confidence.
others is a reflection of ourselves. You
Yeah.
know that, right? So when we attract certain type of people, it's because we either haven't healed or we haven't
100%.
looked at ourselves in a certain
Yeah.
type of way.
Yeah. Energy-
To know that
energy.
we're attracting what it is that we either like about ourselves or hate about ourselves. Yeah, or don't know about ourselves. yet.
Energy.
When you tap
Energy.
into that, you're finna know. Don't
100%.
worry, man.
Energy.
It's all a learning game. It's all a learning thing.
On the done talk.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Funny.
So yeah,
Funny.
like, share, subscribe. You understand? And I saw the thing got.
I saw
You
the thing
understand?
set.
You're talking about
And make sure you
energies and
repost,
whatever.
repost.
Come on.
Oh yeah, and give
what's
out your
up.
socials as well.
Yes, guys, you know the vibes. It's your girl Glam Nads. Yeah, you can find me at Your Time with Nads on Insta, Glam Chat Nads, 4 Pretty Minds, and Glam Nads TV. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Hey.
Blessings.
up?
Thank you, guys.
Lovely to have you.
Such a
Lovely to have you.
vibe. Like, you guys are dope. You guys are actually dope. I fully enjoyed this.